What's up, Brodies? Welcome to the Bourbon Effect. My name is Tunji, and you already know what it is. So let's talk. Before I get into the video, subscribe for your boy, join the Brody Collective. We are growing slowly and steadily, which I love seeing, so that's always great. And I've also been recording during the day and in the evening as well, just getting a feel for it. I do like recording during the day just because I don't know, I just feel like I feel a lot more productive and have a lot more energy during the day. So I'm gonna be going interchanging between the two. But anyway, I'm gonna jump straight into it. Today we're gonna be talking about why women don't respond to your messages and yet watch your stories. Now, this is a phenomena that I feel like a lot of guys are going through. I went through it. I still go through it even till today, but because I have the knowledge on why it's being done, I know how to respond to it a lot better than I did in the past. So a lot of guys have experienced this, and it honestly frustrates the hell out of them because, you know, like I've said before, a lot of women tend to say they don't like guys that play games and this and that and whatnot, and yet they will turn around and then do shit like this on top of many other things. But this is the main one we're talking about. One thing that I have discovered from women on why they do this is because they want to see your reaction a lot of the times. Women have their own way of doing their shit tests, and this is honestly one of them. I mean, it honestly could be because they don't really find you attractive as well, but let's say they do, right? Sometimes women will purposely not respond to your message or your DM and watch your story because they want to see how you react. Because let me tell you right now, the moment that you call them out on it, they will gaslight the fuck out of you. I'm just letting you know this right now, which is why you have to be careful on how you react to seeing this happening. In the past, I have made mistakes of, you know, actually questioning them on why are you watching my stories, but you haven't responded to my DM. And they will give me this reason that they think makes sense, but in terms, it's just them gaslighting you. They want you to feel like, why are you so on me not responding? Like you don't even know, like it only takes a second to watch your story while it takes this amount of time to respond to your message. We know that's bullshit. They're always on their phones. They see you sent the DM. Like, let's be real here, okay? Sometimes they want to see a reaction, and based on how you react will determine on how they view you. Remember, when a lot of times when women are going into dates or talking to a guy, they are looking for reasons to disqualify you. So the moment you do anything that they don't like, they cut you off, they move on to the next guy, because it's like they kind of want you to be perfect, that perfect, you know, specimen that they always view in their head and their fantasies and all that shit. Meanwhile, we know realistically, like, nobody's perfect. There's going to be one thing or another that you may see or we may see that we may not like, but we're not going to just disqualify you for it. So sometimes they will look to see how you react. Is this guy going to be needy about it? Is he going to complain about it? Or is he just going to not care and just move on with his life? You know, if you never respond to him, or she never responds to you, just move on. Guys, I've had women who, you know, we went on a date, we were cool, hooked up. Sometimes we didn't hook up and, you know, tried to start a conversation. Not after the first date. Typically, I let them message me after the first date, you know, just to make sure interest is still there. But let's say, like, maybe she messaged me first and I responded, and, you know, she never responds. Now, she'll either never respond, okay, which means that she either got what she wanted or, you know, she just lost interest over time, or she's just testing the waters to see what you're gonna do. And guys, if she never messages you again, don't message her, don't double text her, don't ask, yo, why have I not heard from you? Just move on. At that point, it doesn't matter. Like, if you were the one who sent the last message and she doesn't respond to you, just move the fuck on with your life. It's really that simple. I know it may be hard. I know the vibes really seem, because I understand from a guy's perspective, especially when things are going great, you know, the vibes are great, everything was going good, and all of a sudden, like, you just don't hear from her anymore. It kind of throws you off. It confuses you because you're thinking everything was moving smoothly. Why haven't I heard from her? Or, you know, why isn't she responding? I completely understand, guys. But if you want to hold yourself to a higher standard and hold yourself to, show that you actually have integrity for yourself, you just move on. If she doesn't respond, that's fine. But when they do this, a lot of times they want to see how you react, and you got to be stoic about it. You got to be nonchalant. You got to act like you don't care. Post whatever you're doing, do whatever you want to do. Just move on with your life as if it's already ended. And that's the best advice I can give you guys when shit like this happens. If she doesn't respond, for some guys, she's probably going to respond at a certain point, but she's probably just extending it. She's probably extending it longer than it should be. She may be busy, in some occasions, but I know in a lot of other occasions, why you watch my story. So how busy can you be if you can do that, but you can't respond to my message? All right. But you have to look at it like, if she doesn't respond, mentally put yourself in a position where you think that the shit's already done. Oh, it was good while it lasted. Move on. That's the best advice that I can give you. And another reason why they do this is sometimes, let's say you've been messaging a girl, right? And shit's been going smooth. And all of a sudden, when you text her, she's been flirting with you and all this shit, and shit's going good. Maybe this is a girl you want to take out on a date, and you guys have been flirting with each other and shit like that. And now you finally decide to ask her out. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to a spot. Let's get a drink. And she doesn't respond. And then she starts watching your stories. Guys, at this point, that means that she's just using you for attention. Unfortunately, she's using you for attention because women like the attention that they get from guys, even if they find the guy attractive, unattractive, whatever the reason may be. But they like getting attention regardless. And so if you are that guy who falls into the category where they don't find you necessarily attractive, but they like the attention that they get from you, they like the validation that they get from you, they are not going to respond to that message. What often happens is that they'll probably, wait days later, like a story, and based off of that story that they like, that is them trying to tell you to, hey, message me again. By that point on, you probably would have already just moved on from the question of asking her out. Sometimes they'll put a gap in between the time where you asked her out and when she likes your story or watches your story. Sometimes if they like your story, that's them just trying to lure you back in after you've already tried to move on. But if she watches your story and then she likes it, that's her initially just trying to get you to talk to her again after, she's already ignored the question of you guys going out on a date. So you got to keep this in mind, guys. There's always a reason for these things happening. I know it sucks, it's shitty, but hey, I'm answering your question. All right. This is why girls will, leave you on red or not even read your message. That because most people get notifications on Instagram. Even if you don't directly open it, you will see it on your phone for your notifications, what the messages are. You can decide to respond to it or not. So a lot of times, I know they would have seen it even if they don't open the message, but they don't open the message because it doesn't seem as obvious. So guys, if you see this, understand that this is what's happening. If she doesn't find you physically attractive, she's really just using you for attention, and she doesn't want to reject you directly because you may stop talking to her, and she doesn't want you to stop talking to her. She doesn't want you to stop giving her that validation, compliments, buying her shit, because she knows that the moment that she turns it down, that's when you're gonna start to face reality and understand she probably doesn't really fuck with me like that. And then for some other women who just got it like that, they'll probably tell you straight to your face, and the guys will still try to chase after her. She'll probably word it in a way where she will say, hey, not right now, maybe in the future, this just to keep you where she wants you to be. All right. And you have to watch out for that too. I'm giving y'all a lot of game right now. I'm giving y'all shit that, some guys may not tell you, because this was always a question I always wondered. And every time I went on YouTube, I never found the answer. Okay. So it could either be for the attention or just to legit see how you react. And another thing that they will do, you know, I've already given you guys the two. That's really all that there was. But I'm going to give you some bonus game. All right. If you message a woman, right, and she doesn't respond and she likes your message or she likes your story, even though I know I said this earlier in the video, she is doing that to slowly lure you back in. Because any guy with dignity, if you're messaging a girl and she doesn't respond to you, you know, that will mean either she's not interested or she just doesn't give a fuck. You move on. And I have noticed the moment you try to move on, that's when all of a sudden they will start watching your stories more. They'll like your post. They'll do all these little things. And that is their way of trying to initiate conversation to bring you back in to work from the spot you tried to escape from. Don't fall for it. If she likes it, let her like it. Move on. Keep doing what you're doing. Because I guarantee you, when you respond to that message, you're going to be right back in the same place that you were a month ago or a couple days ago or however long it was ago that you didn't respond or decided to move on from her. You're going to be right back square one. Don't do that. That's their way of luring you back in. Guys, I have a girl right now who been liking my stories, liking my posts. This girl has a boyfriend, right? She has a boyfriend. And I complimented her. I was like, yo, my birthday is so and so. Yo, because I'm just like, okay, you're liking a lot of my stories, so I don't understand what's going on here. But I was like, yo, I'm having my birthday at so place. I was testing the waters to see what she was gonna say, because I already had a feeling I knew what she was about to say. I was like, yo, my birthday is so and so. You should come through. You know, it'd be a fun time. And she's like, I have a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. If you have a boyfriend, why do you keep liking my shit? Why? You're liking my posts. That's one thing. And you're liking my stories. And you're constantly liking my stories. So what are you trying to get at? You want me to keep trying to chase you, compliment you, give you that validation. I don't know who you think I am. Do you know who I am? You think I am? You think I like to play games? Do you know who I am? And me. You think I would chase you? Huh? Like a dog? Huh? You're crazy. Like, these girls don't even know what's up, bro. Honestly. Like, I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing. And after, you know, she said that, after we had that discussion, right? She continued liking my stories. My, you know, the ones with me in the gym, all these little ones, she kept liking them. And she still does till this day. But I ain't gonna say nothing to her. Best believe I'm not. Because why would I? Why am I wasting my time? You have a boyfriend. You've made that clear to me. And it's been made clear to me. I'll move on. Move on to the next chick. It's as simple as that. I know if I try hard enough, I could possibly go out with her and we could, you know, possibly do some things, but it's just not worth the drama. I don't have time for that. I got so much shit to do that just doing that is a waste of fucking time. What am I gonna get out of it? Pussy? Like, when there's enough of it around? Sorry to say it like that, but that's just the truth. Pussy isn't everything, guys. And I'm not equating women to just being pussy, but, you know, that's the thing that controls a lot of men is pussy. That's what makes them do a lot of the things that they do that they shouldn't be doing is pussy. So don't let that, you know, screw with your mind. Have goals for yourself. Set goals for yourself. Stay on your grind. Stay on your purpose. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Sometimes I get distracted and I fall into certain things that I've been trying to separate myself from, and I literally gotta snap myself back into reality. Like, nigga, you got shit to do. You don't have time for this. And once I remind myself of that, I even put certain things in my apartment just to remind me of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and it helps me. And you guys should do that too. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something. Let me know in the comment section, is there any other thing that you would like to know as far as what women do? I will be making a lot more videos, answering questions that a lot of guys tend to have. Because I know, even though I, put some subjects and details on certain content, on my page, I feel like answering questions that a lot of guys have is honestly something that I would want to make more videos on. So if there's any question that you guys are curious about, please let me know. And I may just talk about it on the channel. But regardless, I hope you guys fucked with the channel. I hope you guys, if you are new to this, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe. Hope you liked the video. And to my day ones, shout out to y'all. Either way, you already know what it is. Bourbon Effect out. Peace out.